ってみる？こうよ。ほら。おお。すごい！遠くまで飛んだわ。やった！やってみる？こうよ。ほら。おお。すごい！遠くまで飛んだわ。やった！
Why would I ban dab? Doesn't make any sense to me. I see what they do here is they give me poles that I can't use for weapons, so I have to play the game. What is this? All right. They're even... Is there even a new chunk of Septimont? No. There it is. It's just better for me to just lore Septimont. Probably, wouldn't it? I haven't go over there. But I need to progress a quest. I see it is blocked off by a wind, but can we challenge said wind? Let me in. Oh wow, let me in. Oh, okay, cool. That works. Hello.
Hello.
We've got a weapon to get. We've got a weapon to get with poles that we need to go find. We need to scour for. You've been off the whole day, right?
Yeah, I go back to work tomorrow, but I have short shifts this week, thankfully. Get some me time going.
Does parrying even really matter when my character does like hundreds of hits in a single second? Honest question. Genuine question. Oh.
Bro, if any of you guys complain about GFL 2's time to do phase clash weeklies, while also being a Limbus Company player, I have no respect for you.
I mean, Limbus Company players, I think, are their own brand of weird. I think
the weekly length it takes for the fucking Limbus is like... So here's the thing. let's assume that you are an account that can play hard difficulty, right? I'm not, okay? So in theory, my shit is like easy, kind of like turn my brain off kind of stuff, right? But even then, like, you could argue it's also slightly longer because I don't have the levels, right? Whatever. But let's just assume if a hard mode player is playing, it's harder, obviously, right? You're sure they have built characters and all that, blah, blah, blah. It probably takes them an hour to an hour and a half, like me. But since I'm not there at hard difficulty, for reasons, right? I have to do the weekly 3 times versus everyone else who has been playing the game that has to do the weekly only 1 time because hard mode, you only gotta do it once. But even then, I highly doubt they do it in like 30 minutes or less or some shit. It's still probably unless they like intentionally made the experience faster when you play hard difficulty, like it's only 3 floors or some shit. It's 5 floors. That shit takes like an hour and a half for me to do one at the baby mode. I bet it takes them nearly 2 hours, or roughly the same amount of time, for their 1 weekly, and these bitches complain about Phase Clash, which a good chunk of Phase Clash is optional.
Or maybe they just like Limbus Company more.
Obviously. It's never been about actually, like, and again, this is me specifically calling out anybody who plays Limbus Company and also plays GFL 2 and complains about Phase Clash, okay? That's my fucking problem. Alright? Clear? Clear. If you do not fall in that category, I don't care about you. You're not the person I'm talking to.
You're not the person I'm actively attacking right now. I'm attacking somebody else.
You're not the person I'm actively attacking.
Yeah, we out here attacking other people. You gotta recognize that. As soon as you recognize that, we can be in a good social standing.
I got another 3-star. It was a fucking Faust fucking ego again, but I can't use it because that slot's already taken.
Was there really no animation of putting the gourd in there?
Yeah, the certain ones just don't have gourds. Bro has imaginary beef. Exactly.
But there's a slot for it.
I mean, you want to talk about...
If I say this place looks Natlin-esque, will I get canceled? Thanks.
Wait, did the game crash?
Wuthering Ways.
Oh, because you're in this Septimont area is piss. This place is poorly optimized.
Okay.
This is...
Okay.
So let me put it this way. When Septimont first came out, poorly optimized. When the Prolova patch and the underwater area came out, that was, funnily enough, optimized. Then when the second area of Septimont came out, the one you just walked into, bear in mind, guys, the stream has been on for 5 minutes. He walked in there for like 2 minutes, right? This was even worsely optimized than Septimont's launch. And this has not been fixed.
Just get a better PC, guys.
Get a better PC for a game that's
just get a better PC, guys. Amidst an environment, amidst a climate where PC parts are more expensive than ever. Mobile game, by the way. Yeah, console game, by the way. Okay. Oh. I don't know how you can have a mobile game and PC struggle. Like, who's... Like, actually, like... I don't care who you think you are. If you think that's acceptable, you need to have a reality check. Like when I was still part of the same Tone Tosses like community, I literally got in like a 1 hour argument for an hour with a bunch of people basically trying to sell me on the idea that Wuwa was the future. So it doesn't matter if the optimization was low. Because they were trying to sell me so desperately on the idea that Wuwa wasn't a mobile game. Over and over and over. Like they were actually just a lost cause, just not worth trying to explain why it was such a terrible idea. And you know what's funny? You know what's funny is my version 2.4 Wuwa performance video. people were willing to have a more open conversation about it. Then Saint reacted to it, and then it was overwhelmingly against me. Like, if you want an example of like when the hive mind starts to turn on you, it was for me. It was that moment right there.
I mean, hey, there are just some groups of people that don't really form much ideas on their own without outside help.
I got Amieth and lost my 50-50 on Lupa Banner. Do I just wait for Lene Mornio reruns? You're asking the wrong person. I am a filthy tourist, okay? You should be asking the more dedicated players. Assuming my community of watchers even plays Wuthering Waves enough to answer your question.
By the way, you didn't change your settings at all, right? We're just gonna see how long.
There's no ray tracing. There's no fucking ray tracing. There's no fucking ray tracing. There's no fucking ray tracing. That shit's off. That shit's off. It's off.
No,
it's off.
No, listen to me. Listen to me. When you relaunched the game, you didn't change any settings, right? I wasn't.
No, it's on
right?
default. No, like the mission. Like
you
the
didn't.
machine.
No. I mean, as of last 5 minutes, you didn't change anything, right?
No.
Let's see how long you'll go again until you get crashed again.
Okay.
Oh, you're not even in the second area. I just realized. Go back to the second area. I think it'd be funny.
Wait, what do you mean the second area? Is this not the second area? What is this? What
Where
do
are
you
you
mean?
right now?
What is this then? Wait, what is
What's
this?
that?
Sangos?
What's that?
Platios?
Your fucking stream delay. Okay, you are in the second. Yeah, you are in the second area. Okay.
Who's adding
It
me
looked
right
like a
now?
place from the first area. Huh?
Okay. How does the... Okay. What was that?
あなたならどんな意味を見出すかしら。
Yeah, what that was.
Still waiting for the Cyberpunk collab. You and everyone else.
Hopefully Annie will rerun. Oh, is that soon actually?
Yeah,
I thought it would have already happened.
It would be like roughly like the version 0.3, assuming 1 year has passed, right?
美しい音色ね。
Oh, was it 0.4? I guess it was 0.4. Yeah, that's right, it was 0.4, because Zani was after Partithia. Alright, I haven't eaten in a long while, so I'm gonna warm up some soup. The emergency soup is finally coming in.
Is it gonna pop in the microwave?
Yeah, it usually does.
Okay, warning guys, there might be a loud pop. That's the microwave.
Yeah, it's the microwave. It's the emergency microwave soup.
No, it's the emergency soup in the microwave. What does it want?
That patch really was the thing that broke the camel's back for me, was the Augusta patch, because it was just so horribly unoptimized. And for like nothing, because the region itself is so boring. There's just no traversal. There's no nothing. It's just, you want to go this direction, fly really high up. You want to go this direction, fly really low down. Like, there's no interesting traversal thing. Thank God they swapped to motorcycles, although
must be
those
something
could
for
have
later.
their own headaches.
Hello, DGS. Does anyone like even really care about like the cyberpunk collab? I don't.
Everybody does. Literally everybody.
Is there anybody that doesn't care?
Party.
Huh? I don't. I didn't watch Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I'll be picking up crabs. Guess I should be picking up crabs. Oops. That was me, not you. Sorry. Probably care if David, Lucy, and Rebecca show up. Well, it's all as far as I'm aware, it's only like Rebecca and Lucy. Who would be the third character in that team anyway? It's kind of odd. Oh wait, David. Wait, is David actually a thing?
I'm back.
Is David actually a thing?
No, David's actually a thing. I
Is
thought
it?
people kept spam. Not people. I was in a Discord call with our community earlier today, and people kept saying like, "Oh, David, why didn't they do this with David? Or David, I don't know why they didn't do this with him." So I just assumed he wasn't in the game.
Yeah, I figured. Well, since he's a dude, he just wouldn't be in the game.
Yeah.
Because this is
Mail
gathering
stalker,
wives.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you cannot convince me that that Luke guy or whatever in the new area is interesting. Like, him having the whole, like, scythe thing does not change the fact that he looks dull as a doornail. There are some... Yeah, doornail. There are some exceptions. I don't care. Inanimate object! That's all that matters! I don't care what the phrase is or what any phrase is. If I say an inanimate object, it's basically serving the same purpose. Holy shit. Anyway. There are some examples where a character's, like, relatively basic design is overturned by their gameplay, right? But scythes are a bit overplayed, so you're gonna have to fucking excuse me for not being really super hyped about a scythe.
I don't really think... I think he should have just used, like, I mean, I thought the scalpel was a cool idea, so maybe just make a big scalpel.
Heck, make it a little scalpel, and he just uses it like a G.
You wouldn't be able to see it, though. You won't be able to make it out.
Luke low-key acted like a creep in his first appearance, so I cannot take him seriously. Okay, so we got the female vote.
Did she
here
just make
of,
did she just make a game joke? She said something about I heard RPG in Japanese.
Oh, well, I have it muted, so... Did she? I'm trying to find it.
When she opened the chest.
She did just say RPG. That she did just say RPG. Yeah, okay. Okay, my soup is ready. The emergency
Maybe I should set the game to English. Z?
Hell no.
You gotta work on your comedy.
And he's not comedy, he's just speaking from the heart. That's Z. That's the good old Z. He's in it for the love of the game. You want to know what I don't understand?
What?
I'm putting you on blast for a moment, Z. Z will play Japanese or Chinese games not in Japanese or Chinese language. Bear in mind, Z knows Chinese, and they're, like, as far as I'm aware, like, somewhat natively Chinese. You know, Z can combat that, whether or not they want to choose that. But then they choose to play games in English. Unless there's these weird instances of certain media. Like, for instance, the Rooster Teeth animated series RWBY. They did it, as far as I'm aware, they didn't watch that shit until they had it added JP. Even though it's originally an English animated series.
Did you listen to the Japanese dub? Was it a good Japanese dub, though?
It was decent. Ayaka plays Ruby. I don't remember anybody else, I'm gonna be honest. I just remember Ayaka plays Ruby.
That's a decent option. What kind of soup is it? It's probably like Spicy Campbell's or something. Spicy Campbell's chicken noodle.
It is chunky Campbell's bowls in like the red plastic bowls, and it's chicken noodle.
I was never really a fan of chunky Campbell's. I feel like the noodles were a bit too dense.
That's what I like about them. I don't like soggy, thin.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Where am I? What is this? What am I?
I haven't been looking at chat for a
Why is there a
minute.
floating banner here?
Floating what?
Here. Banner
Floating
floating.
banner?
Banner float.
I don't
Floating
know.
banner.
Why do the Romans kind of are Romans, kind of not Romans sometimes?
I don't know. It's Septimont. By the way, I think Septimont's kind of a bad name, don't you think? It just makes me think that, like, septum, like the nose.
I'm sure I could think of some worse ones.
Okay. I'm welcome to hear you out.
Also, I'm pretty sure it's one of those instances where it's like Septimon in Roman language means some random dumb bullshit where it's just like, oh my god, if you know it, it's so badass.
So it's a wiki moment. Like, just go on the wiki.
Probably.
Bruh.
To be fair, the Japanese voice actors, they call the area Seven Hills. So
I'll have to keep an eye out for all the hills then. I really ought to count them.
They say Seven Hills though. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Oh yeah, there's also Septic. That's not all that good either.
Okay, so I'm back and I'm reading chat. By the way, Ari bro, did you end up farming any more mirror dungeons? I just said I did all 3 of them. It was fucking irritating. Because I don't have hard mode, so I can't do my weekly in one go. I have to play mirror dungeon 3 fucking times, and each attempt takes an hour and a half.
Well, wait, hey, hold on. Weren't you saying you guys needed to do this 3 times, but you're also taking into you're not taking into consideration the fact that you specifically have to do it 3 times because you get to...
Exactly, because I don't have hard mode.
Yeah, so isn't that kind of like a false recollection of it, because it's because technically all the roguelite modes you have to do more of when the games come out and you're a new account.
Right, but there's no completion log. It's just hard mode is locked, and I think it only unlocks like maybe a certain Kanto progression.
Which do either of you guys actually do the story in GFL2? I do the story in GFL2.
I do.
Yeah, we do the story. Are you saying like do we do it for like stream content?
No, not for stream content. Play it.
I might just play it. My favorite story content in GFL2 is Mimus Burner's Loop. I thought that was a really fun and interesting and thrilling story experience. That's my favorite personally.
Isn't that just the Perry one?
Perry's Springfield one. I know I'm Perry biased, but Springfield had some good moments in there too. The setup was a bit slow, but otherwise I thought it was very good. Who's aggroed on me? Just a random dragon all the way over there.
Hollow 0 3 times a week? Was it 3 times? I honestly don't remember.
It was based on what arbitrary challenge you had to do.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to do Hollow 0 3 times.
Yeah. No one does. They changed it so we have to wait for hard mode to release. Wait, so hard mode's not even out yet. You have to do this shit 3 times?
Okay. Alright.
It crashed again! Guys, he's not gonna keep playing this game. I won't keep playing this. Like, there's no reason to. Like, it's horribly optimized.
Alright, well, that's Crash 2.
Bear in mind, as far as I'm aware, La Horoi is not that much better. Because Frontiers was showing us videos of his La Horoi optimization, and it was framey as all hell. Or lack of frame. Why the hell did they not optimize this If anybody says story skip, I swear to God. In theory, you would want your content in a gacha game to stand on its own, especially if you're proud of that content, to enable people to feel really hooked on the game and the characters and all that. So this is just unacceptable. Imagine if he's doing story content right now. If he's in like a cutscene, he gets crashed, and he has to rewatch 10 minutes of cutscene to get back to the specific spot he was at in the cutscene, right? This is unacceptable. He's out in the middle of the nowhere next to a broken boat. You want to know what's funny? I never crashed in Septimont in the version 2 area because I knew when it was going to happen and I accounted for it. You want to know why? Because my PC is overclocked, not by choice. It came to me that way. And to know a crash was going to happen, all I had to do was listen. And if it sounded like a lawnmower was in my room, I knew I had to either A, get the fuck out of the area within 2 minutes, or B, turn the FPS down to 30. And it sounds like he's going to have to do the same thing if he doesn't want to crash it. But he's not going to do that.
No,
and he shouldn't have to do that.
We'll go ahead. Shadow quality, medium, special effects. Is this really going to do anything?
It is frame rate. Frame rate is the main thing that's fucking you over right now. It is always frame rate.
Fine, I guess we're going to be playing at 30 frames. Hope we all ready for some 30 FPS. Oh, for fuck's sake, this looks terrible. This isn't 30. This does not look like 30. This is like 20. That's not... Okay, yeah, this is closer to 60 than that was closer to 30. What the fuck was that? That was atrocious. That was barely 20. Hell, I wouldn't even call it 20.
Did they upgrade to Unreal 5? I don't remember. Or
No.
did they use their own engine?
The notification literally is an Unreal 4 engine crash notification.
Okay. Just, making sure.
So anyways, what were we talking about before it crashed again?
Shirun, did you start playing this game when Renacita came out, or did you play before that? I'm actually kind of curious. Actually, no. Why do I care about only Shirun? Everybody here, when did you first start playing Wuthering Wave? Was it when Rinsita was on like the up and up? Maybe you started when it came out, quit early, came back later. I played daily since version 1. I didn't stop playing. Shirun played till 1.1, then ditched. And played on friends' accounts after. And that's kind of spotty. It doesn't really tell me when you came back. 1.4. Quit the game because it ran like shit, then came back on 2.0, and I've been playing ever since. You say it ran like shit, and you still choose to play it when this is like the worst optimized state of
Also,
it.
now that Arknight's Enfield is out, there's even less excuse, because we all know Arknight's Enfield looks...
Enfield, I'm full stop, guys. If we're talking purely character models, Enfield has the best models right now, and it's not even close. At least in fidelity, right? And we all know fidelity is the thing that usually people get fucked over on, right? Fidelity is usually the biggest problem.
But like, Enfield looks raw-dropping amazing, and it runs just as good. Like, what the actual fuck? Unreal Engine is just shit. I disagree. If people know what they're doing with Unreal Engine, they can make it work. It's just there's a lot of people that don't know how to make Unreal Engine work. In my opinion.
Yeah, here's the thing. People, there was this idea during like 2010 to 2020 that Unreal was a terrible engine, but that's purely because people associated it with like the random bad games that would be super popular on YouTube, right? Like well-known bad games on YouTube, right? But then here's the thing, guys, do me a favor here. Google Unity Unity engine game. And you'll realize insanely quickly that some of the most amazing games are made on the Unity engine. Let me read some off for you. Now, obviously, mileage may vary on some of these, but let's go through the list, right? Hollow Knight, Beat Saber, City Skylines, Cuphead.
Cuphead was made
Ori
in
and the Blind
Unreal?
Forest,
or on Unity?
RimWorld, Subnautica, Valheim,
Genshin.
Among Us. Let me see if I can pull up some more. I know there was a much bigger list. Let's try this list. Let's try top
Wuwa on Steam release had 5-minute loading screens.
Risk of Rain 2, Raft, Ultra Kill, Overcooked 2, The Forest. I always wanted to play The Forest and get the guys with it.
Forest always
Outer Wild.
seemed very undercooked.
Outer Wilds, GTFO, although mileage may vary.
Although
Last Epoch, which for a time was like the alternative to Diablo 4. Disco Elysium. And here's the thing. Granted, I have listed a lot of games that don't look visually impressive, right? But if anything, like, sure, I might not be able to make think of an old example of a game that maybe looks great on Unity. But I'd say Enfield is probably a top dog if you want to talk about visuals.
We're 37. We're 37 pulls in, so we're nearly halfway. We got 4 days. Okay.
No, Firewatch.
We might just have to put off like all video making and just focus on it and just cram this. I'm glad at least that Stellasaur topic what was there for me to just put something out today. I should really make more Stellasaur content. I do not give that game enough credit.
Peak was made with Unity. I mean, that's kind of just like a friend swap game, so I'm not sure if I want to. I mean, it's still good. People like it. That's all. River City Girls was made with Unity. Me and Ari love River City Girls.
I like 1. 2's fun to play. 2's fun to play, but there was a lot of problems with it.
Anyway, point is,
big disappointment.
Unity's a great engine. Whoever said Unity bad, you need to educate yourself. Or you were psyoped during 2010 to 2020 by groups that focused on the bad Unity game.
To be fair, there was a lot of Unity slop.
There was admittedly.
Would you argue we were kind of part of that psyop because we watched a lot of Jim Sterling?
I always advocated for the good games though too.
You know, we both would watch more of the names, though, right? For the entertainment value.
Right, but he himself said out loud that that's just how you make money.
But so what? I think my point still stands.
Sure.
Is there another layer to this?
Oh dear lord, that person?
Is there another layer to this zone?
There is. You gotta do a mini quest for it.
Okay, so
it's over by the giant skeleton.
I'm just asking because this loot mapper is just picking up stuff.
Oh, wait, this place doesn't have the giant skeleton. Anyway, Foolish Monkey says, "Oh dear lord, that person." Yeah, Jim Sterling. I
loved watching Jim Sterling.
I did too.
Pre-Stephanie arc.
And then they kind of crashed out. Hard.
I loved him pre-Stephanie arc.
Yeah.
Things just kind of got really weird after that, though.
I'm not even really against the Stephanie arc, but I am against the fact that they started joining the very, very aggressive woke anger mob with pitchforks against people. Like, that part was unacceptable.
Well, also just the content just got more weird, but without like that balance to it. It started becoming less about like actually covering
あんまり
stuff
走るのは
and more so just kind of just banging on about like capitalism bad, which capitalism is in some regards bad, but like is that all we got to talk about? Oh yeah, and there was also the subscriber celebrations when the number would go down instead of up.
That was just
That was weird.
That was quite the crash out. No, it is the UniQuest. Is it
UniQuest? UniQuest.
We're talking about the underground.
Oh, you love her, Feet Girl?
Yeah, I love her. I don't remember it being part of the UniQuest. I thought it was its own subquest.
Why can't I?
What he means by underground is the little door that's on the map. I could have swore that was just a subquest. Maybe it's unlocked after the UniQuest, but I'm pretty sure I did it. Yeah, guys, make no mistake. I would love to come back to the game for Jinsei, Lupa, and Yuno. But I just can't. I can't force myself to play a game where its developers actively don't respect me. Now, people have different. Now, here's the thing. Let's be honest, guys. I wouldn't be surprised if most people look at me from this channel and see me as a dickhead, right? Even though I've, did my best to, dissolve those ideas, that I can still be critical even of the things that I praise, right? Whether it's Genshin, Amphorius, etc., 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 right? At the end of the day,
Elden Ring place.
I don't see it, honestly. Anyway,
or
ultimately,
just a Dark Souls place.
One thing that nobody can relate with me with is my value system for these games. I think more often than not, a lot of people don't really relate to me with my value system. When I say the words, when I feel the dev isn't listening to me, right? Or isn't respecting me. Because when people think of dev not respecting, 9 times out of 10, they just think of pull economy. Wuwa here is a great example of, I think, a dev not respecting. Is to have a unoptimized game that poorly runs for effectively no reason. Because you're not getting anything else out of it. This gameplay that he's doing is effectively the same gameplay from version 1. Just now you can fly around, right?
And also the environments look a bit better.
Yeah, the environments look a bit better. But now the game runs like piss ass. So what is there that you get?
Or doesn't run, depending on who you are.
Don't you know, Ari, bro, only pulls and endgame matter, having fun and quality of life option? Bro, I said before and I'll say it again. I still have numerous side quests and like large zones I haven't really 100%ed in Genshin, and I look forward to 100%ing them. I just do them when I want. There's plenty of content in games like I didn't even, as an Amphorius Glazer, I 100%ed Amphorius the week before 4.0. I just play this shit when I feel like it. And I already feel like there's a lot of content just kind of waiting in store for me. Now, again, mileage may vary, right? Because in theory, Star Rail does not have as much content to Genshin or Wuthering. It's a bad example, right?
Why can't I fly in combat?
I feel like a lot of the time, the people I'm ideologically debating with, a lot of the time these people just bum rush all available content in these areas in like a week. And then to them, it's back to just waiting for endgame and thinking only of endgame. And the 1 week they spend is basically null and void to them. Like it was just a automatic mental process of acquiring current. I want to enjoy these open environments in these games that choose to have an open world. So when it's pissly optimized, like, how am I supposed to enjoy it?
見に行かないのかしら。欠かせない存在。
That's why I'm a fan of that's why I'm a fan of like games that don't have open worlds. It's just a smaller scale and just to focus on like the core gameplay elements.
終点に至るプレリュード。
For me, that game is GFL 2.
It's a shame it's not for me.
欠かせない
Not
存
anymore.
在。
Not anymore. I'm just not interested in GFL 2 anymore. It's just not doing anything for me. I feel nothing. I feel nothing but the FOMO that's keeping me around. I should really just uninstall that game. I hope you understand that not everything is just winning 50-50s and getting early pulls on 5 stars. I hope you realize that, right?
また美しい音に出会えるかしら。
You.
Me?
Yeah, you were mocking me during the pull video.
Because
Guy wants to.
like yeah. Obviously, I was mocking you because it was like the easy
どんな意味を生み出すかし
it was like the easy thing to make fun of, right? If you don't want to keep playing, then just don't keep playing. I would be a bit sad because I genuinely do think GFL, like, especially if you want to talk about pull economy, right? In that game, that's definitely an example of the devs actually like.
Only Ari can see 6 characters and then say he doesn't feel anything. Ask Fob. Doesn't Fob max out every single character he pulls? Doesn't he max everybody? Probably on his wife's payroll. I have nothing against Fob, by the way. If anything, I know barely anything about Fob. Just want to make that clear.
I got a lot against Fob. Let me tell you right now. His sock choice, awful.
He's a fake Fob fan. Ignore him. Fob is chill? Yeah, Fob looks pretty chill. I should probably unfollow Gotcha Burger at this point. The schizo posting was fun.
What is Gotcha Burger?
A schizo poster on Twitter. Like he had some relevancy when Tectone was still around, but I need to unfollow him. He's definitely gone crazy with the schizo posting. He's even changed his username specifically to target Fob.
Thank you. I am so glad. Immediately we have 2 chatters saying.
No. This is not something that should be common knowledge. This is like some iceberg shit right now.
Like your definition of common knowledge already is really fucking skewed, though. We gotta admit that. Like.
神聖を授ける。入力。面白いコンチェルトね。
If this is the uncommon knowledge, then what is the common knowledge? Because I feel like, again, the only common knowledge in this space is Tectone, and singularly Tectone, nobody else.
What the dinosaur do?
Maybe Lucari. Maybe to a degree Lucari.
I don't know anything about Lucari.
And that's the thing that's crazy to me, because you know Gotcha Burger.
Yeah?
氷結アド。
Yeah?
You don't know Lucari.
What did Lucari do? Aside from the notepad thing.
He's just really loud and shouty about gotchas.
Loud and shouty about gotchas. Isn't that every gotcha creator? Name me a gotcha creator that's not loud and shouty.
I don't know, because you don't watch him.
口ずさむ杉式の残響終わりにする
When you think of Wu Seng comes up, no, nobody thinks that. You think that because you're entrenched. You need to get out of the trenches. You got a wife and 2 kids home. You can't be stuck in this war private.
Average luck gamer? No,
Yeah,
they're right.
no. I can guarantee you, Pancake, if you say a fucking content creator name that is not Tectone, it is not common knowledge. You are delusional otherwise. Gotcha Smack, no, not common knowledge. I genuinely mean it when I say only Tectone was common knowledge. I'll make it easier for you guys. Don't even list names. There's no point. Only Tectone was relevant as a like mainstream common knowledge, and even then, the idea that someone like Tectone is common knowledge also in of itself is not common knowledge, because common knowledge in of itself is a phrase to mean something you just know. Like it's like, yeah, I know that because this thing kind of deal.
I have no idea where you're going with this. I gotta be honest.
You just tune me out a lot of the time.
No, what? I'm listening. What the fuck? Wait, is this the music note thing again? It is. Wait, why isn't this map marked
What
on the
about
map?
MTashed? Okay, for a time, I think MTashed was pretty well known, but then around like, I don't know, late version 2 of like, let's say Genshin, I think I mean, didn't MTash himself specifically say he was gradually moving away from the space very early on?
To go back to MMOs or MMO-like, yeah.
I don't know what he went back to, but I know that he quit pretty quickly. So yeah, I'm willing to nudge on MTashed, okay? MTashed was also very well known.
That's a weird one. I don't know. That's a weird one.
It's a weird what?
Going MTash? That's a weird one.
Right, but I'm willing to budge on it because he at least had the poll. Hold on, let me just go on YouTube.
I think MTash's poll was mostly getting dogged on by other people all the time.
Let's go to MTash. Let's go to his channel. Let's check videos. We'll check popular. Millions. This guy has videos in the millions of views. 7.8 million views, 5.3 million views, 4.8 million views. This is the closest thing you can get to a common knowledge person. I'm going to scroll really far down and see some of his other videos. Okay, I'm going to scroll down a few times. We still have videos in the 300Ks right here. Like, this is still decently relevant, right? Now, just for reference, let's go to Tectone. Go Tectone. Let's go Tectone. Click Tectone. Let's check. Oh, wait, what's that? Okay. Tectone videos, and then we'll also click popular with him. As a matter of fact, MTashed has videos that have more of the highest like view, if you want to talk about like top views, right? But Tectone still has right here, if we're going from the top, 1.8, 1.3, 1.2, 1.2, 1.1, 1.1.
I believe the term you're looking for is CCV. Concurrent viewership.
Yeah, it seems like Tectone has slightly better concurrent wait, concurrent? No, sorry, you mixed me up. It seems like Tectone compared to MTash, Tectone held on to a slightly bigger chunk of the audience, while MTash just had more of the large, reactionary, in-the-moment audience. But even then, these are two examples of people that are insanely well-known, okay? Within the context of gacha content creation, of course, right? Because to call them common knowledge for video games is a farce, okay? They're not common knowledge for video games, but if you're in gacha, there is a higher likelihood you would have heard of these two than anybody else, and it's not even close. It's straight up not even close. So, with that, let's look up Saint Tonton, because why not? It's the one mind controlling everybody in our fucking... Let's go to his videos. Let's go to popular on him. His highest viewed video is 300K. Now, I'm going to do what I've been doing with everybody else. I'm going to scroll down for like 10 seconds, right? Or like 5 seconds, right? Immediately, we're down to only 50Ks. Immediately, we are down to only 50K viewers, which, admittedly, that's, pretty decent if you want to talk about the context of trying to make it like a career, right? You're not doing amazingly, but it's enough to get sponsorships in certain retrospectives, right? But, again, this is not a common knowledge guy, okay? It's far from it. Far from it. And I'll humor you guys even more. Let's type in average luck gamer, because somebody seems to think that this is a common knowledge person. You're an idiot. Just straight up. Popular. His highest viewed video is 200K views. Let's scroll down just a little bit again for like a few seconds, like 3 seconds. We're immediately into 20,000. We're immediately into 20,000. Put Mr. Pokey. Mr. Pokey. Enter. Okay? Videos. Why? Wait. Why can't I sort by popular here?
あんまり走る
Members
のは
only pub late. Okay, there it is. His highest viewed 380k thousand. Pretty good. Not bad. Pretty impressive. Let's scroll a little bit down. A little bit down, right? As of this moment, 60,000. So as a matter of fact, he's actually doing better than some of those other ones that I mentioned a moment ago, right? If we're talking just raw viewership and no other statistics, right?
Poke's chill outside the last week. Yeah. Yeah,
And then
I can
this
attest to
is
that.
the last one we'll do. Gotcha smash. Okay.
どんな意味を
Who
見
got
出
your
すか
smash?
しら
Videos. Popular.
終点に行ったらくれる
270,000, which is a little surprising because his subscriber count is higher than some of the other ones. So his highest... Oh, wait. Yeah, wait. His highest viewed video isn't even in the 300k. So I'm going to scroll a little bit down. All right, scroll. 50,000k. Again, so before I continue talking, let me make this clear if some random bloke's going to take me out of context. First off, I may sound like him, but I'm not Arikado Zodan. Do not represent me as him. Second off, I have no horse in any race. You guys are all random blokes making videos. I wish the best of you for making money. Yada, yada, yada. 3. This is not common knowledge, people. I think most of the people I just mentioned would openly say that they are not a person that people would have as quote-unquote common knowledge that engage in these games, okay? Right? So yeah, this whole last 5 to 10 minutes is me to prove, and by prove I mean get mind controlled by a chat or by someone saying, no wait, Ari said common
あんまり
knowledge.
走るのは
Wait, what did I say common knowledge in the context of?
I feel like I'm lost in the sauce right now. I'm gonna be honest. It's fine. It'll get taken out of context and I won't even remember the context and go about my day.
生と死の狭間にすべてあなたならどんな意味を見出すかしら
Shirun, you just mentioned 2 names I've never heard in my life.
あんまり
I
Let's
went
just
to
stop.
clue. I went to
Let's just
lose.
stop. That is just
Guide
stop.
maker.
欠かせ
Let's
ない
just
maker.
stop.
Guide maker.
Do you really want to... Is this where we want to go, chat? We want Freckles to look up random blokes and give a fucking judge debate on it? Because I am... I mean, I've jokingly said it quite a bit, but I do feel like I have a better pulse on what is close to the normie opinion.
I mean, I have used you as a barometer for some of my videos a few times.
Shirun says, hell yes. All right, let's do it. I-W-I-N... into lose. Okay?
How do you say?
Hey, this guy's got 500k. That's a bit better. That's a bit better, I'll tell you what. Hey, this guy, never heard of him. He's doing pretty good. 3.1, 1.2, 1.1. In the millies, I mean, by the way, right? Let's scroll down a bit,
完全に無駄
right? That was a harsh drop, admittedly, but this is a guide creating channel. So, with that said, can you guys meet me halfway here, right? If a channel gets popular and it's a guide making channel, I don't think it's reasonable to assume that a guide maker is quote unquote common knowledge, right?
They're less of a
Because I feel-
personality and more so a deliverer of information.
Exactly. Exactly. He already knows. Now, again, it is impressive that this guy has a 3.1 million video that is a guide. It's a fishing guide for Raiden Shogun. But even then, I think that works for my argument. His most popular video is a fishing guide. You want to know why it's a fishing guide? It's probably because there are millions of people that were like, "Oh, I need a weapon for Raiden because I can't buy Raiden's signature, or like I don't spend money, right?" So then they're just like, "Okay, how do I get this spear? Fishing? What's fishing? I've never seen fishing." Maybe they literally go up to a pond and start swimming in the pond and pick up the fish, and they just get the fish cooking item, right? They have no idea what fishing is. They have no idea how to engage in it, right? They go online, they Google fishing, and they just pick up a video, and this guy gets 3 million views out of it. I think you guys can meet, like, again, again. This I win to lose guy, it's impressive that he has this viewership, because that implies he makes good guide content, right? but I feel like it would be a bit unrealistic to say out loud that a guide maker is common knowledge for that community group, right? Because again, it's just a source of information. You're not going there for the guy, right? I feel like that's reasonable, right? And again, props to this guy, props to his success. But I don't think that's like a common knowledge thing either. Right? I feel like that's reasonable. Alright, let's check the other person that... X-Slice, or X-Slice.
I've heard of X-Slice. I don't think I've checked X-Slice's channel.
Let's check right here. Videos. Popular. They've also got videos in the million. Also pretty good. It doesn't... This person seems a little bit less on the guide. This kind of seems like an account reviewer channel.
Did I ever get your opinion on account review? I feel like we've already had a conversation. I need to make a video talking about account review.
I think it's cringe. I think there are some instances. I think it's like the biggest.
I think it's like what happens in the Biggest Loser TV show. It's like you just kind of like when you have somebody coaching you. Like next to you at all times, it's a different story. But then once like that person coaching you is gone, it's up to you as to whether or not you actually absorb. It's up to you if you absorb that information and that life. And
it doesn't even seem like, as far as I'm aware, these account reviews. It's not even coaching. Coaching. It doesn't even, as far as I'm aware, it doesn't even seem like it's.
No, they just go in. They just go in and they just fix your shit, and then they just expect that you're just gonna, you know, adhere to.
Wait, they go on the accounts? I thought they just
usually what? No, how account reviews work is that. Okay, first off, sometimes it's like a subscriber milestone. Like you have to actually like spend money before you can be even considered eligible to be a part of an account review video. Great. Sometimes like you need to actually some creators you need to like actually spend like $20 to $50 for an account review.
That's great.
Yeah. Then they just go on your account, they just look at the stuff you got, and then they try to fix it, like changing around gear, trying to roll for stats, and then they run the current end game once, and then that's it. Then you're left to your own again.
That sounds like a crapshoot because the implication there is that the person has everything on their account ready right now to be account reviewed to then be fixed in that moment. I feel like most people that need quote-unquote account assistance are probably people that play like a few times a week, sparingly still, right? And they jump into a piece of content that they haven't played like in 2 months, right? And again, maybe they only played 2 times this week. And they have maybe like 1 or 2 pieces that they think are really great. But then the rest is like very filler stuff for gear, right? And then they attempt it and they're just like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Like, how am I not winning kind of deal, right? And again, I don't fault these people. These people are probably spending a lot of time not playing games. And they come in and they play the open world content and they think, oh, this, you know, it's not too bad. And then they play the end game and they're just like, well, what the hell am I doing? I feel like those are the people that would need the account assistance the most, but the idea of somebody going into your account and then trying to fix it, I feel like that's something you can't fix overnight. Like, I feel like more than not, I feel like these people probably don't even have like this. It's so weird. There's like an implication here of this person's account being fixed, but to fix it, they would need days, weeks, if not months of grinding for then the creator to come in and fix it in that moment. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, the logic doesn't follow. Yeah, I can't really say I can really understand that.
Yeah, I think recently, I'll just. I think recently I saw EO like make. I can't remember if it was like EO or Foxsoul make a comment about it, about how like people don't absorb the information if shown anything during an account review. Like, they just end up making the same mistakes over again.
Yeah, because they get told the information. They're just like, oh, cool. That felt like a very like info full experience. Like I understand now. And then they don't play the game for like 3 to 4 days. And
No,
like,
I don't even think that happens. I just think what happens is that they just watch them fix their accounts and they don't take anything in.
Yeah. Whenever I help people try and figure things out, first off, I'm not going to touch your account. That's stupid, right? It's your account. Just in all senses of the word, it's your account. Why should I be the one with the hands on it? I'm going to walk somebody step by step while they themselves do it. Because part of learning is the oh god, what is it? It's like the memory of you yourself doing, right? So like for instance, my buddy Z, who was in here earlier, he was trying to play Wu Chang Fallen Dynasty, and he was stuck on a boss for like 2 to 3 days. Was it 2 to 3 days? Maybe it was only a couple hours, right? And I was chatting with him, and I was like, yeah, I've been playing a ton of Souls like as of late. And he's like, and then I heard he was playing Wu Chang. I was like, hey, can I watch you play Wu Chang? I know I'm not going to play the game, but, you know, I want to kind of see. And he was stuck on this boss. And then I was watching him fight the boss for about 30 minutes. And then I was paying attention to the boss's attack patterns and all this stuff. And I was telling him, okay, maybe you should try it. Like, what weapons are you using? Are they slow or are they fast? How does the stagger system blah, 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 right? And then I told him, like, see how the boss swings that way? Be to his right. See how the boss is kind of open during this thing? Wail on him. See how the boss is doing that? Pay attention to where the boss's foot is, because that weird foot position is when he's going to do this thing. I was telling, basically, Z to look for all these little contextual clues and act based on that. And a boss that was taking him, again, it was either, like, hours or days, which I understand that's quite the gap, right? He was having a lot of trouble doing this boss, and we got him to kill it himself in half an hour. It was like half an hour to an hour. He did it all himself, and all I did was give him a perspective.
Well, he was also willing to learn. He was willing to learn.
Exactly. And the cool thing about it is that same night, 2 hours later, he fought like the pinnacle boss of his own with little to no information on it, like brand new boss, he just found it. I gave him like only 1 or 2 tips. He was picking up stuff quickly on his own from like the experience that he absorbed from me talking to him about contextual clues for like enemies and like how to approach certain things, blah, blah, blah. The boss ended up having a second phase, and he did the second phase with no healing. I didn't help him at all. He just did it on his own, but it was like super desperate. I was like, oh my god, see? You have the biggest penis right now.
I'm gonna be honest. I think gacha games need stupid people to survive. I'm just gonna say that off the riff. I'm saying it. Gacha games need stupid people.
I mean, stupid in what way? Stupid in not knowing monetization, or stupid as in they'll just like eat stuff up?
Eat stuff up, and also will spend money when they didn't need to.
I have yet to meet somebody that openly said, oh, I can't do this thing, I guess I should spend money, right? With the, like, I feel like it's always, in my experience, it's always under the context of, I like this character already, I want them to be better. I don't feel like I've ever met somebody yet that openly said, I can't clear this piece of content, time to spend money. It's always been, I like this character, and maybe I'm already know I can't really clear content effectively, so I'm going to spend the money because I like the character. I have never seen somebody's first initial response was to spend money, especially on something they don't necessarily want or like, to then clear content.
Okay, I will admit
I'm sure they exist. I'm sure they exist out there.
Yeah.
I haven't met one.
I don't really care too much for like vocal tracks in like just ambient exploration. I feel like if you're gonna be a game that occasionally uses vocal tracks, I feel like you should like space it out for like big moments. Like I'm just walking around.
Oh yeah, that's right. There, I have the stream muted. They have lyrics right now. I kind of agree with that. I don't really like lyrics for like just random open music, but
Yeah,
there are some exceptions. There are some exceptions, right? Like the Warframe, like the Warframe music. Everybody knows what I'm gonna talk about. Like the
Well, yeah, but that's special because it doesn't happen all the time.
I don't even know what the song is called in Warframe.
We worked
Nier
together.
Automata?
Something about that.
I think Nier Automata is fine because doesn't Nier Automata? It's like in
Doesn't Nier's only play after you talk to an NPC?
No. They're
In
talking
most
about like
cases?
the music. No. They're talking about the music with lyrics, like in the desert area. Isn't that music not in English? I don't remember. Hold on. YouTube.
Bear me in the light. Well, okay. There's guys. There's
Nier
obvious.
Automata,
Guys, there's obvious
desert
exceptions.
theme.
Also, I could have swore in Devil May Cry doesn't the lyrics only play when you have like a high score rating? Is it not in Devil May Cry you have to have like a high score mid combat for like the lyrics to actually kick in?
Is this even in like a known language? This Nier Automata desert theme? Is this like Latin? Nier Automata desert theme lyrics language.
Okay. Well,
it's called the Chaos language. Okay, so it's a made-up language.
I guess I'm just being silly tonight, lads. Just don't know what I'm talking about.
The desert song and the gibberish version of The Weight of the World have some pronunciations of French, but it is a good chunk of gibberish. Okay. Is the Chaos language a real language? Completely fictional language created just for the Nier series. It blends elements from various real-world languages to create something both familiar and otherworldly. Dude, the people that create fake languages in video games, oh my god, like... Now, I get to a certain degree, it's all kind of bullshittery, right? Like, if I just go, Hajbala, Ugada, and then just, like, do that, like, 1,000 times for a bunch of different, like, vowels and synonyms and shit like that, that at some point, someone would be like, oh my god, he made a fake language and it sounds great. Like, there is a level of bullshittery to it. But, like...
Thank you, Tolkien.
Well, yeah, Tolkien made Elvish. And it's like what I'm trying to say is the people that make an actual language and like the individual words can actually be traced back to individual meanings, right? Because Elvish, as far as I'm aware, in Tolkien actually does have like real meaning to it. Hill Churls have a language, by the way. Look, I'm a Genshin Glazer, but I won't go that far. Probably insulting someone's heritage. Please don't do that again. We should have a Bang Bunny's dictionary just for the lol. Ari, I want to point out where you're standing right now. That like tiny bottom left corner of the map is like the new area for 2.7. And as far as I'm aware, not only does it only take like 10 that like chunk of area that's not like visible, right? That shit took 10 minutes to go through and complete and 100%. There's like literally nothing there. As far as I'm aware, it's not even part of the finale. It just exists to be something that's like, oh, we didn't finish this, so just put it in. Arikato, please. What did he do?
Wave
plates?
Oh, the stamina.
Oh, stamina. Well, who fucking cares, man? He's gonna get this sword and he's gonna dip.
Why do you keep making proclamations about what I'm gonna do with this fucking game?
Maybe because I am the proclamator of your destruction.
No, I just think you're an idiot.
That too. Now, if you'll excuse me, idiot loves Boston cream pie toaster strudels.
Oh, you actually are gonna eat them now?
Look, we had so much dessert from Valentine's Day and the Valentine's Day sale that I just didn't get around to eating these, man. Okay? Okay?
Batty.
Yeah. microwave, friend.
You know, fine. You know, fine. You know, Shirun makes a great point. Shirun makes a fantastic point.
I care because efficiency. He is your brother. He knows what you'll do before you do it. I think one example of that, it hasn't happened as much as years have gone by, but I remember in like our late, actually no, in like our like middle teenage years to like going forward to even like early adulthood, I would try to convince this guy to do certain things and he would not budge on them. And then, but like now some of them are some of his like most done hobbies. Now granted, it's not really like that big of a gloat, right? Like, I twisted his arm and now he likes something. Like, it's not that big, you know? But my point is just I think I have a good read on him most of the time. I will admit though, the thing I have a bad read on him is his what gacha waifu he'll like. I feel like I'm really bad at reading what gacha waifus he will like, just based on like their appearances. As far as I'm aware, the only thing I can really pinpoint down is like long hair, like long darkish hair, and that's really about it. Every other feature or trait, not really. Like Perry, I would have never guessed Perry from GFL2, like in the slightest. Diane was easy as fuck, right? But Perry, fuck me, I would have never guessed that.
I'm killing an astronaut.
Huh? What the? Oh, is this a fight it early event? Pretty sure everybody likes big boobs. I don't know, man. Sometimes the flat.
I like average. I like normal, medium.
I like all of them. I like all of them. I don't discriminate. It's all about the rest of the design. You can't just put boobs on the screen and wow me. There's gotta be something attached to the boobs to make me care, right? Here's a great example, right? I started playing Limbus Company because I could get Yakuza Ishmael. Now, granted, she is a pair of boobs, let's be honest, right? She's wearing that, like, you know, the Japanese outfit, and the boobs are exposed, right? But there's more to it, okay? She's got that orangish hair, and she's got it, like, tied in the back, almost kind of, like, very prim, but still kind of, like, disheveled in a way. Which to go with the fact she's wearing a disheveled kimono that's, like, kind of open up. But she's also got them freckles. That freckles with the deadpan. And it just all comes together in a way that doesn't really... Like, I don't look at normal Ishmael the same way. Sorry, not the same way. Sorry, I'm getting caught on my speech. I don't look at normal Ishmael similarly, with, like, the huge, long hair she has, and the freckles. Like, I don't feel the same way about normal Ishmael's design. But Yakuza Ishmael, that's a different story. Again, it's all about the design aesthetics. Because normally, I would have just gone Don Quixote and not looked back. Like, normal Don Quixote, fantastic. Blonde bob. Flat as a fucking door, but doesn't matter.
Flat as a doornail?
Shouting. I knew you were gonna fucking relate it back to that.
Don't say it then.
A door is flat! Unless you're one of those fancy doors from some fucking...
But a doornail?
East Nation.
But a doornail?
I'm gonna fucking doornail you in a moment.
Ooh, that's kind of hot.
I'm now going to ruin chat's night. Imagine putting a nail in between your toenail
no,
and then kicking a door.
Also, it's a toothpick.
I feel like a nail would do just fine. You see, guys, it has that little effect where, like, you curl up your toes for a moment. You're just like, ugh.
Only the woman. Only the woman.
I didn't understand what you meant. Dab rolled a natural 20 on parrying something.
Either that or a critical fail on comprehending.
A critical failure on the English language.
I mean, you're not exactly a great deliverer of the English language, though.
Yeah, I can fumble sometimes. I get so caught up in the points I'm trying to make that I can fumble the individual wordage. I'll admit that. I have problems.
Like
trying to get this fucking chocolate out of the package for my Boston cream pie toast. Come on! Come all out at once! Okay, there we go. Okay.
Bro, you're supposed to be an astronaut.
Did he just pile driver you?
Baby.
Deorbited prisoner in shadows. So it's just an escapee?
It's just an astronaut. It's just a dead astronaut, if you ask me.
Is he like dead on the ground before you start attacking him?
I don't know. Doesn't look alive, that's for sure.
He's my favorite boss. Sometimes he gives you a thumbs up. Okay.
I was worried for a second. I thought nobody would approve of me in this world, but at least the dead astronaut can. Now the woman is happy with me.
Can you get to Lahoroi through
Why?
like... No. Let me finish speaking, retard. Can you get to Lahoroi just from like walking there from a different region? Or is it another like you have to traverse, like teleport there?
I don't know.
I'm asking chat.
Can I buy more of these?
I'm still chuckling at Ari Bro's fake language a moment ago.
Can I not buy world resources?
Gotta do a main quest to get there. I think the
Stupid.
Frostlands are part of a bigger map. You go there through a portal. Okay, so it's not connected to any part. That's another thing I'm not really a fan of with Renaceda's game world. Sorry, not Renaceda, Wuwa's. I'm not a fan that Wuwa's game world, as far as, like, at the moment. Every new location has been disconnected. Like, you didn't, like, it's not connect. Like, you like, I understand that, like, this is a pointless thing to, like, criticize, right? That I can't start in Huanglong and
don't worry,
walk
Wuwa
to
community.
the other ones.
Don't worry, there's plenty of people who make pointless comparisons.
But it's just, it just adds to making each area feel like its own video game at a certain point. Like it's not even connected. On top of the characters not showing up from past location. God. You know, I really want to install the game and make an attempt for this character because she's so hot. But like, god damn man, there are so many other hot characters that I also choose not to get, that I could get. Like, god damn man.
Oh, wait, hold on. Why can't I make those gold? Do I need to convert them?
Freckles watches too many walking from Mod's dad to Nod Cry videos, SMH. Gotta have that Kaya equipped. Or, sorry, Fiorina. Well, yeah, you can just get to... You can just... God, I feel like someone has done that now. They've done a video of, like, while playing as Fiorina, walk from Inazuma to Nod Cry. God, I know someone's done that. Actually, wait. I don't think you can do that in Inazuma because there's still, like, the Inazuma fog that, like, ports you back over to one of the main lands. Or, wait, was that with the boat? Was that with the boat? Like, the Wave Rider? Like, you can't go from the Wave Rider to Leeway? But I think you can just walk there, like, on the water. Like, I think you can actually do that. I don't remember. Resinless behavior. Also, yes, Inazuma doesn't work. Yeah, it's either you can at all, or you can't with the Wave Rider, the little boat you get, because they allow you to have the Wave Rider in Inazuma. But they don't want you to take that shit to Leeway for some... I don't know. Maybe real life China has very strict boat laws, so they want that reflected in Leeway. I'm gonna head to bed. Gotta get to work early tomorrow. Good night, monkey. I actually have an early work shift tomorrow myself, but I'm you know, I napped today, so I can be up for a bit longer. Oh, you have a single pull again.
I'm always short by one boss drop.
Wait, is that material his head?
His helmet, not his head.
I mean, you're in space. He's gonna die of suffocation. I mean, to be fair,
We're not. We're not. We're in a. Are we? I thought we were in a. I thought we were just. I don't know, in a station, but not in space.
Look, it's an astronaut boss. So cool. I don't feel the same way. I think this guy looks kind of goofy. Or just lame. It's literally just an astronaut with 2 arm cannons. Like, I like, a lot of you people are sitting here glazing this boss. I do not think this is cool in, like, the slightest. You look kind of goofy and lame, SMH. Touche.
God, you dig it in your butt, twin.
I was joking. No, I don't worry, John. I could read the sarcasm there. I understood.
Could you?
No, I was faking it. So she has this dual sword, but she doesn't use it. The Echo does a thumbs up. That's funny. Oh, yeah, that's charming. None of y'all played the story and it shows. I wonder why none of us has played the story.
Can I use a box to get some supplement? Because I'm like, where is it? Yes, they never updated these. Sad.
If I were to come back to Wuwa, because I would immediately skip to Laharoy instantaneously. Easiest choice of my life. That means I would know nothing about Galbrenna. And that kind of slightly annoying because I did pull Galbrenna before leaving, which is why I shouldn't have done that. She was very boring to play anyway.
Do you think it's rude if you're referred to as foolish or monkey? I mean, if people in the chat recognize that, then I don't think it's a problem.
Also, no. Why is that offensive? What, because people think when they hear monkey, their brain immediately goes black person? No. Ignore those people.
They ain't worth listening to.
Exactly.
They're trying to cause trouble.
Yeah, they don't genuinely care. Or they're just a Twitch chatter. They're just like, "Whoa, he said monkey. This is my time to openly like reference racist material. Yay!
Get him!
Get him!"
Rating all the statues. Okay.
I love the bell crab. They also make little bell sounds when they run around.
Well, I picked him up. He's gone.
Hey, Wuwa lore nerds, why are there crab statues fucking everywhere?
I think it's just a tongue-in-cheek thing.
Okay, cool, but I'm sure some Wuwa enthusiast is gonna be like, actually, the crab was a 7,000-year-old vampire, loli.
No.
I love the bell crabs because they make really good meals that buff crit damage. Point and laugh at Tomato, everybody. They actually cook and eat food in the game that you can't use the food in the fucking end game. Ha 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 ha. Think the crab thing is an Easter egg? Pretty poorly hidden Easter egg.
But it's not. But they're crabs. They can't lay eggs.
You lose them for holograms? Shit! That's a good answer!
Man, I hate holograms.
For the first time in my life, I have been humbled by a gacha player. How will I ever
Humbled by
live
a
this
hologram
down?
player.
Wait, Ari, they make a good point. You need to go do holograms because that's immediate currency you can get right here, right now.
Okay, why?
You're trying to pull for a sword!
Yeah, okay. What about it? What?
This is the type of stubbornness that annoys me.
You know what? Bro, I don't want to hear about stubborn. I mean, it's only, you know, just a couple bosses, you know?
You just fight up to the tier 3. Like, that tier 4 is when it starts getting bullshit. That's like gotta be like 2 pulls right there, right? I'm not crazy,
terrible.
Right? That's like 2 or 3. Yeah, it's not great, but ultimately your alternative is running around picking up chests.
I was doing that just fine. I was doing that just
Also,
fine.
wait, you can buy currency in the shop with the little red thingy. Can't you buy currency in the shop with the red thingy?
Gave you that idea.
I could have swore there was at one point. Is it literally just materials? Never mind. Until tier 4, you can close your eyes and clear by mashing. Yeah, pretty much. So he's got what? He's got like 7 bosses he hasn't done. 20 per boss. 3 times. 60 times. Oh, God. Into that one. Even the game pulled a 6-7. God damn it! So yeah, it's just 2.5 pulls, give or take. What is this team though? This team is he was running around as these characters. He's not actually trying to like fight it mid-max right now. He's just playing the game. Give him some leeway.
What was that?
It's a mechanic. I thought Ari Bro teams were weird. Guys, he's not on his actual teams. He was just running around as these characters because he wanted to. Why is everybody so fixated on it? It's a level 60 mob!
See what I gotta deal with?
Do we have a Cantarelia or a Roshia? Or like, I don't know, a hot samurai?
Are you being serious with that question, Shiron? Are you actually being serious with that question?
Which one's the hot samurai? Oh, the fisher guy.
The blind guy. I hope you're not being serious. I hope you're not being serious.
People are weird about gameplay. Well, it's not weird about gameplay. It's nuance and subtlety, right? That's the issue. Is that people? It's not even nuance. They're just not taking a moment to think for a second. Okay, now he's back to chess.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with chess.
They give less though, don't they? It's only like 5 or 10.
Gotta get done.
Also, around here, I don't think they're marked. There's like swords in the ground that are like little combat challenges for currency as well.
They are marked. I just had to open the map and
Are they?
set them. I have to open the map and set them.
Right. People say waifu over meta. I don't think many people follow that advice. I feel like the overwhelming vast majority of players follow that advice.
No, I'm in the third camp right now.
What's the third camp?
I don't care. How do we get in there?
I feel like even that camp has more players in it than the meta camp.
Bro, my
Again.
only option right now, my only option is the dungeon, and I don't have a
Guys,
dungeon.
why do you think these characters are more often than not attractive women? Okay, the waifu camp is the strongest camp. The second strongest camp is the don't care camp, and then after that, it's only the meta camp. I just don't understand. I've spent like 4 months with you people, telling you people like how the majority acts and things, and we still have you guys thinking anything but that. It just boggles the mind.
Okay, I just can't get in here right.
You expect us to listen? No, I expect you to learn. You come to class every day, and I look over and you're dozing off, okay? You're on your phone. You're on YouTube. You're on Instagram. You need to put that shit down, and you need to actually learn. I don't want you to listen, because listening just means that you're hearing what I'm saying. I want you to learn. I just wanted to ask if he has a team that functions with each other so he can breeze through holograms. Yeah, of course he does. He has a standard Jinshi setup with a Zeji and a Verena. I actually don't know if he has any other setups, I'm gonna be honest.
My carton.
Right. Does that have the characters that it wants? Does it?
How'd
Oh,
you
I
even
guess-
forget my Camellia?
Camille's pretty forgettable, I'm gonna be honest.
Bruh. I will fight you on the street.
Look, I got Camellia as early as when they released, and she just never, in my opinion, outside of the occasional blow up, like the explosion she does, when like the E is built up enough or the ult goes off, I've always felt Camellia felt really weak to play. Like, it wasn't satisfying seeing her spin and do like 1,000 damage a hit per like lash. Sure, they shot out like machine gun fashion, but it just didn't feel potent. I wasn't feeling it. Camelia's value have tanked thanks to Prolova turning Wuthering Waves into a Havoc res. You gotta admit, guys, there was a lot of Havoc characters. Like, just straight up, even until Prolova, the roster was very Havoc leaning. Especially with Havoc Rover being like a decent character. Just also, Camellia, just like any DPS that relies on a big nuke, will fall off when HP increases. Yeah, because you need to have good a lot of good DPSs are able to put out damage the entire time, right? It's why I've never advocated for Raiden Shogun being a like quote unquote god tier character, right? She has value, to make no mistake, but all of her damage is backloaded into one move that relies on a singular crit. It's why I've always been an advocate for builds that are around, like, building around teams that can do consistent, reliable damage rather than one big hit, unless the big hit doesn't take too long to get or is so big it can't be ignored.
終点に至るプレリュード
Camilla, Roshia for grouping, and Cantarella. Yeah, I had Roshia for Camilla. Gian Mortefi, Verena was my ghost. I miss the simpler days, just like any gacha has, where you just kind of wing it with your team comps. I miss the days of Jinshi, Calcharo, Verena. Those were simpler time. Those were fun time. Just enjoying Calcharo, enjoying a man that can whoosh, 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 whoosh his sword. And then once you get that intro outro, you just swap to Jinshi and you go ham. Do you think Calcharo will get a buff when he shows up in the story again? You're asking the wrong person. Most of Jinshi damage is from skill explosion? Of course it is. Remember that part where I said the damage is so high it can't be ignored? Jinshi's in that category. Now, to be fair, Jinshi, you need to make sure you have the characters to enable her to do the damage consistently. But, you know.
Can I mute this bitch is singing yet?
Oh yeah, that's right. Out of all the singing characters in these games, you don't like her the most.
I don't like her the most at all.
What if you turn off the game's, like, music? Will it turn her off?
Yeah, oh, what a great idea. Throw the baby out with the bathwater, why don't you?
Yeah, turn your own music on. I sincerely doubt you're, like, really enjoying the tracks here and the Wuthering with. By the way, I just realized Cartithia is like a giantess of a woman, and she's still got thrown around by these mobs' attacks. There's, like, no poise on her whatsoever.
So, the boss when it becomes a playable character.
How is Chissa still doing? I hope you're asking chat. We don't know. This is somebody, you're watching somebody who came back to the game and is coming back for a Ameth and a sword. Poison isn't a thing in Wua. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. So.
Wait, are we talking about, like, she's in the story? Like, is she not sidelined anymore? Is that what we're talking about?
Oh, well, that we know even less about. Again, you are watching somebody who came back, who quit, like, midway into version 2, and they just want Ameth and a sword. Good evening, Squashin'. I hate those Renacida Knights. They attack in pairs and never stagger. I think they have a very easy to follow moveset, though, which doesn't make it bad. Like, their leap into the air and then forward stab, like, is pretty easy to dodge and stuff like that.
Okay. I'm more of I'm assuming everyone's here mostly is like a flirtless fan, while I'm like a Cartithia fan.
No, I like Cartithia more, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, she's much better.
Cartithia, like, I'm gonna be honest, when I found out that the vast majority of Cartithia gameplay is just becoming large woman, it was the easiest skip of my life. Because I really like normal Cartithia. She's a very charming, endearing anime Jesus, right? And then you just immediately swap her out for big woman, and I'm just like, I'm good. Like, get out the puppets. Yeah, the puppets. Like, it is a very endearing, very, very... Oh, fuck it, I might as well say it. Cunny character, right?
Cute and funny. Right, guys?
Right, guys? right? Blue Archive players in chat?
Stellasaur players?
Stellasaur.
Angry Stellasaur players in chat?
I really hope that that big-titted woman Wraith is like fun to play, so I can get her and then finally have.
She's
blown
apparently
through my current
ranged.
team. I mean, that doesn't. Is she fun to play? That's all that matters to me.
Just the DPS. So.
Because like I thought the hot maid woman was gonna be fun to play, and she wasn't fun to play. So yeah.
Hot maid?
Still sitting here. Maid? Did I say maid? Sorry, nurse.
Oh.
Yeah, she just wasn't fun to play, so I just didn't get
Typical
her.
Terra character.
Yeah, what Terra characters?
The character you were just talking about.
What, they scared of a 5-letter word? We need a Giri and a Nanoha replacement. Again.
We're already getting a Nanoha replacement.
I know that this is not relatable to free-to-players, right? But I don't care about them because my money is the vote, okay? I just want more of these games to just fast-track their rosters and just get these characters out the door, right? Like, please. I am tired of waiting 3 weeks for a new character when so many of the games I'm already playing that already exist in the space go on that same time format and have more things I can do right now and look forward to versus your game, which is trying to just barely get out of the the bird's nest. Like, can we please pick up the pace just a little bit? By the way, ever since you changed your FPS, it hasn't crashed.
Ever since I've distanced myself from that area, it hasn't crashed. But sure, yeah.
No, you're in the area. You are in the area right now. You've been in the area this whole time.
I'm not over there. I've gone south.
This whole zone is fucked.
Not for me. Man, they really did just design the entirety of this map just because wing.
This is what I meant by...
That's like the weird thing. It's like people were talking about, oh, the wings are so great. It's like no more inconvenience. Like my brother in Christ, they made the maps inconvenient.
You're forced to use it, okay?
My brother in Christ, the maps are made to be this level of inconvenience.
I said from like version 2 to 2.2, you could still move around without the wings, but the wings were a nice addition if you just want to go there faster, right? But later on in Septimont, and then the second version of Septimont, the wings feel like a necessity, not an option. And on top of that, the main problem is, again, at the start of Renacida, the wings don't take away from the visual aesthetics of the area, right? Because using the wings makes it so you can still enjoy all the things that you're looking at and stuff like that. But when you get to Septimont, and when you get to this area, the wings don't add a texture to the sights. All it does is enables you to look at it at a different angle, but it's still, like, a lot of the Septimont sights just rely on scale, not necessarily vistas and presentation. And that's really the problem. I think you trigger the hidden fight if you stand in, like, the middle of that, like, arena area. Like, the open area, I mean.
Why would I want to do that?
I don't know. It spawns a chest. Like, you gotta do the fight to spawn a chest.
I mean, it just happened immediately.
Yeah, that's what I meant. You had to go in the middle.
It's just...
Yeah, you just fight this again.
It's just...
Yeah, you just fight this again. Except it's like level 120 or some shit.
Okay, well, it's like, what's that gonna do to me?
Probably nothing. Oh.
Okay.
I don't remember it doing that much. I don't remember it doing that much damage. I'll be real with you, Chief. Now, to be fair, I have fought that boss for hours mid-maxing Lupa gear. So, maybe I don't represent... Maybe I'm not a good representation because I knew how to fight that mob. Because I fought it for literal hours for gear. So, yeah.
Tomato spouting shit, like I don't know that already.
You can now use the wings while in the ground, and it will lift you up. Yeah, he's been doing it this whole time.
Yeah, no shit, buddy boy.
Are you watching, or are you doing something else? You know what I hate about Arsenusi? When she's a hologram, you get one-shotted a lot because her attacks hit multiple times. I remember that. I remember that from the hologram fight. I know exactly what you're talking about. Someone asked in chat. Okay, never mind then. We're just shitting on Tomato.
I've always thought the hologram bosses were the worst form of endgame content anyway.
Yeah, Squashin was asking, did they increase the jump for the wings? I had to jump super high to use them. Yeah, so we were just shitting on Tomato for no reason. But in the TCG event, she spends most of the time aura farming and not attacking. I don't remember. I did that TCG event like a few hours one day. It was pretty bad, yeah.
It's just so slow.
Has anybody that's played Star Rail 4.0 tried the new card game in Star Rail 4.0?
Has anyone in Wuthering Waves tried the drink mixing minigame?
I mean, you haven't either. Isn't that La Horoi?
I'm just mentioning it because it's copy-paste of the Star Rail drinking minigame.
You did Akron for the win? I still haven't done the event yet. I need to do the event so I can try it. Now, granted, the Star Rail card game is like the most bare bones of all the we're going to make a card game in our game sort of deal, right? Is it different from the HSR one? They kind of look the same. The HSR one is insanely simple. The card game in the HSR one is simply just you roll dice, and that dice determines your attack and defense, and that's it. It's literally just a game of dice. I mean that in the purest form imaginable. Not even cynical, just full stop. It's just you roll dice, your opponent rolls dice, and your dice number is put against their dice number. That is it for like 2 minutes. That's the card game. You just do that for like 2 to 5 minutes. It's insanely simple. Your newborn child could do it right here, right now. Oops, the card game is Giga Bare Bones. Here's the thing. People like that, though, right? Star Rail has cultivated a insanely large audience because of its simplicity. And I don't fault anybody for that. Because, you know, again, it holds those players because it's simple. So making a card game that's just very simple, like, I rolled big number, better person kind of deal. Like, it's just that simple ideology. I really don't understand why they had to make a TCG event so annoying for people who don't rely on one-turn kill cheese strategies. I don't know what you're referring to. I'm going to assume you mean the Septimont card game. Or card game, quote-unquote. It's like TFT or whatever. Unless there's another card game I just don't even know about. That one that's in La Horoi. How many more days do you even have left?
4.
Okay. I mean, hey, at least it's guaranteed, right?
Yeah.
Sounds like the Wooble card game. I'm just trying to make sure they didn't make another card game. Because I'm thinking of the TFT card game mix from Septimon. I'm starting to feel like you guys are talking about a completely different card game. Like if it's in Lahore or some shit. I'm starting to feel like it's not the weird shitty one from Septimon.
By the way, the interactive map I'm using doesn't have like this section of the map rendered yet. I have a feeling this map was abandoned. Either that or it didn't load correctly. And ironically, the Perolova was actually just doing more damage by herself. So go back to the Perolova.
I mean, wasn't she just doing more damage on demand versus the Cartithia that wants you to do like 30 seconds of setup first?
Right. How can I forget? Cartithia kind of has like that setup required.
Yeah, versus a character that just does damage immediately.
I've seen Lego sets that you can put together faster than Cartithia.
The guide maker couldn't finish the map because his game kept crashing.
That actually happened. That'd be so funny.
I don't know. That's funny, but I don't believe it.
It's not. It's probably not the case because you could, you know, literally. It's because it's literally just a map. It's a map asset. It's an asset. Just download the map file asset and just rip it and just put it on your website. Wow, what a great upward momentum.
That's negative status characters in a nutshell. Zani, Phoebe have the same issue. I don't even know what you mean by that. We're talking about Cartithia, who is a, like, build up 3 different meters and then you can go crazy, versus Perolova, which is just dance, girl, dance. I don't know, where does negative statuses come into play here? Those are like dot characters. Oh yeah, those mobs. Get coraled. I like how you're doing much more damage without like using any like buffs or anything. Not even like 1-button buffs or anything.
Yeah. That's why I said we swap into the Perolova.
You abandoned this girl when you first got her. You left the game.
I abandoned the game.
Just one game.
Just one dude. He didn't even do that much damage. He didn't even do that much damage.
I think the knockback in Wuwa always annoyed me the most. Like the we're gonna knock you to the ground effect, like compared to like the other games. Like I think the Wuwa one always annoyed me the most. Genshin physics? No, the Genshin's one's funny. Because you could be thrown into the air, but like if you're sitting there spamming dodge,
I can't see what this guy's doing. I can't see what this guy's doing. There's no...
Yeah, the Genshin one that lets you like cancel the animation. There are some times where the knockback animation happens. You don't even, in Genshin, you don't even get the animation of you flying in the air. It just immediately goes to the like reset back to ground part of the animation. It's kind of funny. Also, unlike this game, Genshin actually has poise and anti-interrupt resistance with shields. What's wrong?
I had to scratch.
Yeah, yeah. Unlike this game, Genshin actually had poise. Like characters had poise and can eat hits, or again, shielders interruption, stuff like that. Oh, you were mentioning dot characters because that's how Cartithia gets her buffs, right? Well, I mean, I don't think it really matters that it's like quote-unquote dot character focused. I mean, just again, you just water it down to just character that has ramp up. Like that's really all there is to it. Because I'm sure there are plenty of other characters that have like that ramp up type of deal. That meaning that they can't just immediately go crazy on somebody. Like 2 degree Jinshi is that if you don't have her second dupe, that automatically refills the laser beam. Like, same exact thing, right?
あなたならどんな意味を見出すかしら。
Quick swap Jinshi doesn't care about that. You guys keep saying quick swap Jinshi, but if I remember correctly, quick swap just meant that you just set up everybody's things and then pop them all at once, rather than hyper focusing on one character. So you're still building it up. I don't understand why people keep saying quick swap. Like, it's like people were trying to say like, oh, quick swap is the new way to play. It's like, bro, this shit existed in version 1. Now, maybe the devs played into it a little bit more. Maybe somewhere down La Horoi, they're just like, hey, we're going to make the character stay on field for, like, I don't know, 1 second longer. Maybe that happened, but it's not like this wasn't a thing before. Why is everybody talking about quick swap Jinshi? This thing always existed! But it wasn't relevant until now! Even though people were definitely doing it back then, too! Filling forward, swapping and Jinshi repeat doesn't work anymore. Clearly, there's a misunderstanding of the understanding of the mechanics here. Because I haven't played the game in ages. But it doesn't sound like the mechanics are different. It sounds like it's the same exact mechanics. It's just that people decided now this is a different way to play, even though people were probably playing that way anyway back then anyway, too. And I just wasn't doing that because I had enough dupes on my Jinshi to just not think about it that way. By the way, my 4 dupe Jinshi, also free to play. Never spent a dime on her. Feels good, man. My Lupa, 3 dupe Lupa, never spent a dime on her. In my Wuwa experience, I spent money on only 2 things. Technically 3. I spent money on Phoebe, and I spent money on Phoebe's weapon. And then I spent money on Cantarelli's weapon. Everything else I got was free. And which is shocking to me because Wuwa was actually the game I had the most luck on. I barely lost 50-50s.
I think my Wuwa luck is like middle of the road.
I got a lot of earlies. I got so many earlies. It's simple. We're gaslighting you, Ari. Yeah, we're gaslighting you, Ari.
About what?
Exactly. Like, what the fuck did they mean, Ari? Unless they mean... Obviously, they mean Ari, bro. But they didn't say Ari, bro. Her DPS is higher doing 2 skill explode in a few seconds instead of a full beam fort skill. Well, I can do 2 full beam things. I can do that because I have one of the dupes that just gives you a full beam immediately. So setting up the second beam is not that hard at all. I can do full two full beams very easily. I have that luxury with my character. Dupe 4 Jinshi doesn't care about poor people. Exactly. Except, again, I got it for free, so it technically doesn't matter. How did you have that many crabs? Oh, hey, Philip. When did you pick up crabs like crazy?
But why wouldn't I?
That was like 50 of them that wanted you to turn in. How did you just know about this beforehand?
What do you mean? I picked these up back before I quit the game.
What?
What, do you think I just farmed these crabs just now?
You farmed them before quitting. Okay. Arikado, do you like seafood? Genuine question.
I like halibut. I like clam chowder.
Don't you have halibut?
Salmon's okay. Salties?
Right.
I'd halibut at salties?
Right. I don't remember that. Do you like seafood? You got a TV?
Geronimo. Would you look at the size of that monster? We're not actually, like, reciting lines from fucking Flushed Away now, are we?
We are. Just like the toilet, we are washed.
Flushed, you mean, right?
Wait, wasn't Washed Away its own movie title as well?
Washed Away? What?
Was Washed Away a movie? Because we're talking about Flushed Away. Wasn't Washed Away also a movie?
About what?
I don't know. Being washed away.
Washed. Okay, well, I'm missing a song in its casket. It's probably not the one here, because I feel like it... No, I'm picked up.
Just use the thingy to fucking figure out which one you have missed. To be fair, you have been marking them every single time. I meant just use the inventory item. There is a Sonic casket. It's probably... You need to unlock it, unless you have 30 of them squared away I don't know about.
Where is it?
I don't remember what the image looks like. Is it the fucking... The beaker? The little test tube beaker thingy? Next to the cubes?
Okay. How?
I think you have to craft it first. There is a gadget button, like to swap gadgets. Casket sonar, there it is.
How did I miss that? Oh, it's because I crashed while in that area. It has a eye slash through it. Can I get it right now?
I don't see a reason why you can't. Is it just, does it need to be revealed through like something you have to do in the area? Like that's definitely not a quest area, I know that much.
Oh, well, there it is. Okay, whatever. Got it.
Yeah, it's what the fuck does the eyeball mean then? It just means fog. Ooh, it's foggy.
Oh,
You can't
where do I
see
turn
it.
this in now?
It's like the little panda bears, or like the little. Oh no, okay. See that teleport in like the border mountains?
I think I.
Yeah, the little animal stuffed animals moved over there. They're under the dragon's corpse.
あんまり走るのは
Yeah, there they are.
Frame rate is even worse over here.
Jesus, the map is huge. Yeah, it's huge, but it's also so empty. Really wish they had more variants of stuffed animals. It got really lame really quickly fighting the same like 4 over and over again. More accurately, same 2. They always spam the Hocus Pocus at you and the Big Bear. Like the 2 others you barely saw. Was that not enough for a full pull?
There was 3. Wait, I got like 200.
Oh no, never mind. I just didn't see it. I missed it. Sword. You hate to see it.
I got more.
How many rebates do you got?
Not a lot, because I accidentally spent them on Radiant Tides.
Yeah. I got a sword rebate.
Surely making me work for it, though, that's for sure. Nothing. Okay. What else do I have to do in the area? Got like some like actual like tasks to do while here.
Tasks.
Yeah, stuff like the music flights and stuff. Eh? I already did one. Oh, this is the pawn.
Yeah, it's just the random ass pawns.
Complete the new Umbra Monument yet? Yeah, I did Umbra Monument in I did that the other day on like on a dedicated stream for it. I had some help.
Yeah.
I had some help from Storn.
All they did was said there was a healer set.
You have no idea how helpful that was.
Well, you're also kind of a dummy because you had two sets on two different characters. You had a set on two different characters that said set
You know
effects
how
don't
hard it is
affect.
to be smart all the time? I gotta have my dummy moment.
Bro, I get tired just thinking playing this game. Although, admittedly, this isn't me trying to show the game. This is just me trying to think of, like, going back and playing one of these that, like, has all this open worldy shit to do and just traversing a map. Even if the map is faster to traverse, it's just like...
No Umbra Monument today? No, I don't know. I don't think so.
No, that's next patch.
I think
There's
they're just
next
I think they're
patch.
just asking in general.
No, there is no new Umbra Monument. Guys, it had a 30-day timer on it. Unless you're saying they dropped an entirely different one. There's a new one? Alright, let me launch the game to see. Okay, before I do that, let me launch Genshin to then Stamina. Phase 2? Okay. If there's a Phase 2 one, I'll body it like I bodied the first one. By the way, guys, earlier today, I did the level 90 difficulty re-crises. Rodion was just as easy as all the other times. The 3-pillar thingy, rock boss, that one was also fun, but not as challenging still. But then the marble boss...
Oh, it's on Asia server? Oh, yeah, okay, it's not. It's not
on Asia server? Well, then, what am I gonna do?
Turn the game on because people told you to. You're a slave to the people.
Just waiting for that Yvonne banner. I don't even know what time the banner will drop for us. Will it be like late night Monday, or will it be like early Tuesday?
Doesn't matter, really.
Or will it be up to when we wake up? I have no idea.
Gonna be waiting.
Are you gonna make me wait so you can record it?
I don't think we haven't really been recording any Enfield polls. So unless you want at least like a live stream of it.
I feel like you should have at least something on Enfield on the board. You know what I mean?
I have 2 videos.
あんまり走るのはっまた美しい音
Have you seen the official comic yet? Oh, you're gonna talk about the promise? No, I don't look at material outside of the game. Shocker. I bet you're talking about the promise or whatever it's called.
予備泊の合図
Does that show more of that scientist character?
Scientist character. No, they're just talking about baby Perlica.
笑いなさい
Oh.
ただ落ち続けて
How like apparently Enmin brought Perlica into the program when she was like young, and you know it's kind of like a time skip from then to now.
終止
Now, with that said, I don't. If Perlica is like an Ameth scenario, I don't feel the same way, because Perlica is actually like a very like. Yes, we're going back into talking about Ameth's design. Let me just cut to the chase, right?
また
Perlica actually has a respectful outfit on that, like, if she is like my surrogate daughter, even though we're like literally the same height and the same age and all that stuff. Like, are we a surrogate parent to them as well? Like, I don't know. But yeah, if we are, it's just like, all right then, because they're like, where am I going with this? I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just kind of rambling, just trying to fill the empty void that is the voice chat. Yeah, the monument's not out. Yeah, it's not out. There's something in the mail though. Yvonne's greetings. What greetings? You're not here yet. Bring me your banner.
Did you get Chinese New Year points at least, or like
The poll, the currency thing.
Oil barrel?
Oil barrel?
That's what people call the currency, right?
Oil barrel?
Oil barrel.
Yes, it gives oil barrel.
Isn't it just easier to say it like that?
I'm just gonna
Read
call
it
it
to see
free
Chen
currency.
getting spanked.
Wait, isn't it Young Cheng though? So like, I feel like that's a.
The Aurora Borealis in your kitchen.
What?
It's the steamed hams meme from The Simpsons. You never seen
Okay.
steamed hams?
No.
I only just recently saw steamed hams.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
There's no way. Chad, he hasn't seen steamed hams.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of things. This is like when the server was posting the fucking female ejaculation meme, and I was just like, what the hell is this? Delete it immediately.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
Why is only Ishin spamming PC specs? Is it because he's running on 45 FPS? Only Ishin? Because the game crashed on him like 2 times? So he had to turn it down? Because this game's poorly optimized? Is that why you're spamming PC specs? You're trying to get Ari's PC specs? There's a guy in chat named OnlyShan that's spamming PC specs. They're
Did
asking
you say
for
anything else prior, or?
No. They just came in and just said PC specs, and that's it.
It's a PC, or? I don't know.
They probably left immediately when they didn't get a response, it seems like.
I don't even think I recognize them.
No, I don't either. I mean, this Bolsel person is also new. Knowing someone since they are young doesn't make you a surrogate parent to them. If that was the case, we'd say Firen was a surrogate parent to every character. That's why I'm asking. I'm trying to get context. I'm not making a definitive statement. I haven't read the comic. I don't know. I'm just making that assumption because, you know, it's kind of an interesting little timing that it's just like, okay, we have young character A with older character B, and then they show back up at like a different period in time with like the implication of being like a mentor or like a parental figure. Himmel wanted to score with his surrogate mother. Oh, Himmel. I don't know either, to be honest. It's not clear. Yeah, I was just making an assumption because when I sit here and when I'm waiting for answers from chat, I'm going to try and talk because that's what I'm doing. It's called interacting, all right? And if I'm wrong or correct, it doesn't even matter in my eyes because all I'm trying to do is get interactions going in the chat, okay? If I'm wrong about something, cool. Oh, I just realized it's a crab on the island on the map. It looks like a crab. Anyway, I'm just trying to get I'm just trying to get things schmoving, okay? Okay. Even if that means I'm wrong, as long as there's interaction, that's cool with me. Because if I'm wrong about something, somebody can correct me and we can have a conversation. Can we expect a female admin for Chapter 2? No, it's not gonna happen.
Bro, we need these games to abolish their male MCs like faster.
They do this every time. They have the male and the female option, but they will overwhelmingly promote one in their material. In Genshin,
nothing wrong. I don't think that would like
in
stir the pot
Genshin they
enough.
overly promote Aether. In Star Rail, I feel like they overly promote Stell. Maybe I'm completely off base with that. Maybe they do say this a lot more. But in Star Rail, it seems like they overly promote Stell. In ZZZ, since the siblings are their own characters, they don't overwhelmingly promote either or. What other games?
Hey, remember how you said they would only use. Oh no, wait, it's either using all of them here.
Siren trailer with Salus though. Okay. Not just trailers, but like specifically like art material, and I don't just mean like the art used for a new game version. I also specifically mean like the art used in like random messages on their Twitter, random like advertisements just for the game in general, or like advertise like Mihoyo likes to do like their symphonies, or they're like, hey, we're gonna be at this con or something like that. Like usually more often than not, Aether will be slightly more prominent than Lumi in quite a few moments. Stellasaur, I can't speak on Stellasaur.
Stellasaur has my favorite female protagonist, easily. I just love her design so much. Yo, you there?
Yeah.
Okay. It's got really quiet.
I know, right? The one moment I don't shut the fuck up, something happened.
Yeah. This is all your fault.
Lumine fits better as the Princess of the Abyss, though. I don't even really think that's like a worthy debate, because like I feel like at that point it would just be voice performance, you know what I mean? Tomato. I don't strongly feel like, oh, Aether is much better as the Prince of the Abyss, or oh, Lumine is better as the Princess of the Abyss. I don't really feel that way. Because I feel like it's just gonna... Because you're gonna sit there and you're gonna say Lumine, because you probably run Aether, and I'm gonna sit here and say Aether, because I run Lumine. Like, I don't feel like it's gonna get anywhere. If you want to ask my personal opinion, though, and this, I'm gonna tie something else other than just my own personal experiences, right? You know how every time we open the battle pass, it opens with the little Venti cinematic for like years, where Venti describes the story of obviously Aether going to some kind of kingdom, and then having to... I'm a little foggy on the details because I always skip it now. It's like the little Genshin battle pass trailer is when you open it and Venti's talking. It's Aether. He's like adventuring, and he goes to a kingdom where there's like this it's like dictator or like, you know, evil princess or whatever. And obviously the implication is like, this is either a moment in Aether and Lumine's journey, or that might even be when they first met up to begin with, right? Or something like that. You know, something like that, right? I personally like the idea of Aether being the Prince of the Abyss, because it's basically I like looking at it as like a inverse of the Battle Pass story. That little Battle Pass trailer of Aether getting Lumine from being the tyrant out of there. I like the reverse of now we play as Lumine to get Aether out of the Tyrant situation. Of being like evil, the Abyss kind of deal. I personally like it that way because it's like the juxtaposition, like the role swap. That's why I personally think Aether is cooler as the Prince of the Abyss. Also, narratively, I really love the idea more that Dainsleif and Aether were like homies doing shit all the time with each other. And Lumine, like Dainsleif is like chill with Lumine, but ultimately like we the player barely interact with Dainsleif. I like that narrative concept that Dainsleif spent so much time with Aether, like when like if he is the evil person, if Aether's the leader of the Abyss. I like the idea of those two bros hanging out versus like Lumine, because you know it's not his dude bro, right? I like that more, but that's just
the camaraderie.
Yeah, the camaraderie. And again, here's another thing that I like about it when I say like conceptually the Battle Pass story of Aether finding Lumine and turning Lumine over from being a tyrant. Two bros sitting in a hot tub with 5 feet apart. I feel like this is like a game meme that I just don't know about. Anyway, what the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, I like the another part about it is I like the idea that, you know, if Aether turned Lumine over to the side of good long ago, I like that the idea that after turning her over, Aether was very protective of Lumine, and then that's why Lumine was left in the space shuttle, and Aether went out into the world and like wanted to explore stuff while protecting her, and then ended up corrupted. And then again, now it's our chance, it's Lumine's chance to turn Aether over. So that's why I actually jive more with Lumine being the protagonist and Aether being the Prince of the Abyss, is it's an inverse of the roles. I really, really like that personally. I don't know if anybody here kind of understands, like gets the vibe that I'm going for with that explanation, but that's why I like it. I really like it when you talk about Genshin. It's pure passion. Yeah.
He's played the game for like 6 years. Daily.
Yeah, like...
I hope he knows what he's talking about.
It's pure passion because I feel like... Again, this is my personal opinion. You don't have to share my opinion. I feel like the devs put a lot of effort into it. Like, you can feel the effort. That's not to say they don't put any attention in the other games, or any game dev that's not MiHoYo doesn't put in the care and attention to detail. But like, it just oozes. It just oozes out of so many orifices of the game. I know this might not be like the greatest example because people could easily not like identify with it, but in our server the other day, someone compared the Big Four by the size of their wikis. Let me see if I can find it. Gotcha Big Four wiki size comparison. Gotcha game fandom sizes comparison. No, that's not it. What if I just put quick images? Nope, nothing. Just absolutely nothing. Some shit at Googling. I don't know what I'm looking for. What if I just look in our server and I type in wiki? Nope. I just suck ass at finding shit. No, here it is. I found it. Okay. So, the Nodcry story finale is so good. Oh yeah, it's so good. And then the various story parts that was previously random because very clear as why it happens. Again, I love that. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I love that Nodcry. They knew that they couldn't really sell people on this new region that nobody's ever heard of and had like basically no lore to it essentially, right? So instead of making Nodcry a story of Nodcry, they made Nodcry the story of numerous plot points coming together to like be solved or elaborated on. I think that was insanely smart. Anyway, I found the post on wiki size comparison. The Genshin wiki has 36,000 pages. The Star Rail wiki, bear in mind, Star Rail is a galactic adventure with galaxies and numerous factions and all these things. You put this in comparison, Star Rail is like 2 years behind Genshin, right? But it's like a galaxy hopping adventure with, in theory, so much more crazy shit going on and so much more like background details. Star Rail has 14,000 wiki pages. Again, Tavat is insanely elaborated on with 36,000 wiki pages, and Star Rail, a galaxy-sized adventure, is only 14,000. There's already way more factions in HSR than Genshin, and that's why Penacony pissed me off, is because I felt like we spent an entire game version answering nothing and just adding more confusion. Like, there is so much going on in Star Rail, they could have finished something. And, like, the only thing we feel like we finished was, like, a Lofau story about, like, the wolves and the foxes. But, like, Penacony itself didn't, like, do anything. It's, like, trim a few of those branches off of the narrative tree to worry about. 20 subplots to the planet? Exactly. That's why I always hated it. It's one of the big reasons. By the way, if we're comparing other wikis, this is kind of crazy. ZZZ's wiki has 11,000 pages. It's only 3,000 below Star Rail. If that doesn't describe how poorly they've done at trying to nip in the bud some of these plot points and just let them sit out there with no elaboration and just nothing, I think that speaks volumes. Charmity Dove. Oh, people love bringing that Charmity Dove up. Now, because I already have this image pulled up, I'll bring up the Wuwa. Wuwa has 6,500 pages. Now, they just did their version 3, and I'm not gonna, like, slander them massively, right? Because inherently, we just went to Renacida, a place that is basically completely cut off from the rest of the universe. But one complaint I always had about Wuwa, and this extends from version 1, is Wuwa's never done a good job of making you excited for the future. They've never done a good job of, like, creating the concepts of what could be in this universe in the future, right? Again, in Genshin, super early on, you know about Fontaine. You understand Fontaine's gonna have technology. It's gonna be, like, kind of maybe a little steampunky, so a little bit of robots and technology. You go to Fontaine, it's pretty much everything you expected it to be. In Star Rail, you hear about the tavern. You hear about the Lost Rules, the Elation, and the tavern and stuff like that. We go into the tavern in version 4. Now, admittedly, I wasn't sure what the tavern was going to look like. I was kind of disappointed at what the tavern looks like in Plan Arcadia, but I'm also disappointed about a lot in Plan Arcadia, so, you know, it's not just the tavern, right? But at least you heard about the tavern, right? There was a sowing of the seed in both those games, right? I'd be willing to also give ZZ the benefit of the doubt. Maybe there was some sowing this for the seeds of, like, the creator or some shit, even though it doesn't feel that way. The creator feel like it just happened. Like Sarah was, like, a corporate asshole, but then all of a sudden it was like cult. So it felt sudden. But hey, whatever. I'm not going to fight people on this tonight, okay? We're just going to move on. Celestia PNG already hanging since 1.0. I actually went to a spot in Chenlei Vale to specifically I specifically pinpointed the exact spot Celestia hangs in the sky. In Genshin, Celestia hangs directly below the side of a Chenlei Vale mountain. I have a marker on the game, in my in-game map, specifically where Chenlei Vale hangs in the sky. If you stand here and you look as best you can directly up above you, straight up in the air, no angles whatsoever, it's right there. It is above Leeway. In, like, the center of the map, basically. The center of the whole game map.
Okay, we're about 53 pulls in. So we're getting pretty...
Celestia has always been moving? No, it's not. If it was moving, it would have moved from its Chenlei Vale location since Fontaine. It has not moved. I can go there right now. It is still above Chenye Vale. Did you not get your weapon?
What?
Yeah, you did.
Well, I made a lot of progress. I'm at 53 pulls right now.
Really? Yes, Celestia is still above Chenye Vale right now. If you go into the game, go to the like western mountain of Chenye Vale. It's like the biggest mountain there. And you walk northwest off of the edge. And you just kind of walk for a little bit. And then you look straight up. It's right above you. I think it moved in previous version. Okay, maybe it was in a different spot. But when they added Chenye Vale, it stayed there the moment Chenye Vale was made, right? I'd be willing to assume that they vaguely put it in the unexplorable area. But then since Chenye Vale is explorable, and they're like, shit, we've always had it like in between Fontaine and in between Mondstadt, we need to add something there for, like, we need to pinpoint its location because that empty space is going to be playable now. It's never moved, though. It's always been in the same spot. So, yeah. Narratively, it also kind of makes sense as well. Because out of all the countries, Leeway is the one that's most in tune with the heavens. Based on things like the Adapti, or especially with this most recent patch with what's her face? New character? Horse Girl? You know who I'm talking about, right? So, maybe it makes a little bit of sense that...
Zabai?
Zabai, thank you. It makes a little bit of sense that, like, the place that's got, like, the... In Genshin that has, like, the oldest history with Zhongli and Zabai is the closest to the heavens. Narratively and aesthetically, just with, like, a lot of Chinese mythos and stuff like that. And it's a Chinese game, so I'm not going to be surprised they're going to, you know... They're going to give a little bit of a glow up and glazing to the Chinese area being closest to Celestia. It's whatever, right? But also Fontaine's super close to there too, so you can really go back and forth, especially with how the Fontaine story handles like the creation of life and all that. The most nails dropped in that general area? That is true. There's a nail in the cavern, and there's a nail towards Dragonspine. I know that there's a third nail in the map. I think there's also a fourth nail. I just don't remember where the other nails are, like off the top of my head. Maybe somebody will remind me. I don't remember exactly where the other known nails are. Again, I know the chasm had a nail. I know Dragonspine had a nail. And I guess technically Chenye Vale has a nail in it somewhere just from Savai's story. You can see it in the distance on the edge of the Zamero Desert. Was there a nail in the Zamero Desert? I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember.
I could have swore I remember there.
Let me Google. Let's just Google it. Genshin nails. Celestial nail. Let's type in locations. Images. There's one in the chasm. Oh, I'm an idiot. There's one in the center of the fucking tornado in Sumeru. My bad. I completely forgot. Also, there's a nail on the Surumi Island. Not the one with the giant lightning storm in Inazuma, but the one next to it.
Okay.
Completely forgot about that.
Well, past my bedtime. Gotta get going, folks. Anything you wanted to say to them before we head out?
Not really.
All right. Well, good. Hope you all have a nice morning. No, not good. Nice morning.
Was the chasm, FYI? I thought that might have been the case, but Chenye Vale kept coming up, so I wasn't sure.
Zip, zip, zip,
Zip, zip. We're done. No more talking.